welcome to you both, Joe and Matt. Look, Matt, starting with you, this was a strong pitch from Peter Dutton tonight, particularly on housing, immigration and energy. Do you think this is going to provide a clear option for Australians, whether to vote for Albanese or Dutton?
Well, I think it was a very strong contribution from Peter. He has correctly diagnosed the situation in this country. The country's clearly not on track, and it's kind of off the rails since the Labor government came to power 2 years ago. People's grocery bills have gone through the roof. Mortgage payments are out of control. The border doesn't seem to be controlled. There's just enormous numbers of people coming over here. People can't find a house, let alone buy a house, just finding a bed. I mean, something has gone seriously wrong in this country over the past 2 years. And I think the important thing to note is Peter's not just diagnosed that, he's also outlined some very strong treatments that the coalition would do, like banning foreigners from buying homes for a couple of years, like significantly cutting back on those migration numbers that have been allowed to grow by too much, stronger penalties for crime as well. These are the sort of things we do need. We need a government focused on the local issues. I think we've had a government the last couple of years that has been distracted with the global preoccupations of an elite class that want to see massive climate change action, that want to see open borders, that want to drive divisive proposals like The Voice. Whereas Peter's speech is very much pitched, I think, at the hearth of the home, of every Australian's home, about giving people an opportunity to get into a home, to be able to pay the bills in that home, to feel safe and secure in that home, and ultimately then build and support a great family in the home as well.
Joe Kelly, I'm really interested in your analysis of this speech because to me, very clearly, that wasn't a budget reply speech. That was a pitch for the Prime Ministership.
Sharri, I think it was a punchy and political speech from Peter Dutton. I think he's trying to really draw some larger contrasts between himself and Anthony Albanese, his philosophy and Labor's philosophy. Labor is talking about big, sweeping, transformational change. Jim Chalmers is talking about forging an entirely new economy, turning Australia into a renewable energy superpower. They're saying the changes the world are going through are the most significant since the Industrial Revolution. Peter Dutton is thinking smaller and simpler in a way. And as Matt said, he's thinking more about the issues that a family would be talking about around the kitchen table. This is the cost of living, energy, migration, housing, law and order. And so that's what he's focused on in the budget reply. I think we got a little more detail on housing and migration. But the other thing is he's really called out the budget with a very strong attack. He says it fails two tests, essentially. He's saying it's wrong for the times. He's saying it fails the inflation challenge. But secondly, he's put a big stake right through the heart of the Future Made in Australia agenda, rejecting those $13.6 billion for production tax credits for green hydrogen and critical minerals. So those political battle lines have been really emphasised and entrenched tonight by Peter Dutton.